Hello and welcome. We are in New York for Swift Business Forum, and I'm now joined by Emma Loftus, who is the head of Global Payments, FX and Channels at JP Morgan. Thank you for joining me, Emma. So payments is a furiously competitive area and one in which many new companies are coming in. Will banks end up being irrelevant?
Of course not. No, of course not. Payments is our lifeblood. And you can't think about payments without thinking about how banks interact. I think what's up to banks, though, is to be able to innovate around those capabilities so that it's not all about fintechs, it's not all about new technology, and it's not all about the banks being tired and legacy and out of the market going forward. Absolutely not. I think when JP Morgan thinks about payments and when we think about how we're developing our capabilities, something that's core to the franchise and something that's core to our clients is something that we need to protect. So what we do is we invest in our client relationships. So thinking about payments from the client perspective, what are they trying to accomplish with their payments? How can we make that process more efficient for them? How can we leverage new technology to be able to transform their own operations and make that payment experience simpler for them is absolutely how we're going to innovate. You've joined a couple of panel discussions earlier. Presumably you've delivered the same message to them, to the audience. What was the reception? It was excellent, actually. I think, you know what, if you're the banker on a panel with a lot of fintech providers, you're a little worried that, oh God, I'm going to get singled out and they're going to make me look like I'm old-fashioned and I don't get it and I'm not with the times. I think we've come to a point in the industry, though, where we've all acknowledged that we need to work together. I think fintech for the sake of fintech, technology for the sake of technology, and banks going it alone, that's old dialogue. We're not there anymore. And so what we focused on is how do we partner around the threat around cyber? We can't go it alone. Banks need to partner with one another. We need to partner with fintech providers to be able to combat cyber fraud and protect the ecosystem that we all participate in. Thinking about new technology, blockchain. You can't have a conversation about payments these days without thinking about blockchain. But blockchain needs to solve a use case. Banks are full of use cases. The fintech providers don't necessarily know what those problems are, though, so we absolutely have to partner. So how do we pick a few things, organize ourselves around it, work together to come up with technology solutions, and then figure out how to address them together? I think that came across the entire dialogue. So it was good. It's very interactive. I think that we've come to a point in the industry where the acknowledgement is we need to partner, and I think that's how banks can actually continue to differentiate themselves as we move forward. So banks and fintechs, a beautiful relationship for the future? You know what, I don't know if I'm ready to say a beautiful relationship. Let's just say a relationship that needs to be developed so that it can become beautiful.
Thank you for your comments, Emma.
Thank you.